Hey, before we get into this story, make sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss more real-life experiences like this. I used to believe that love could survive anything, as long as honesty stayed at the center. My wife, Lauren, had a presence that drew attention effortlessly. Calm, graceful, kind-hearted. We'd been together for 11 years, married for 8, and I truly thought our bond was unshakable. Our life was ordinary, even predictable. I worked as an accountant. She was a teacher. Our days followed comforting routines. Coffee in the morning, a goodbye kiss before work, dinner at 6, a movie before bed. Maybe it was that routine that blinded me. Familiarity can make you overlook what's slipping away. The first signs were subtle. Longer nights at school, extra grading, messages she would quickly hide when I walked past. I saw the distance growing before I dared admit it to myself. She stopped laughing at my jokes. Her gaze wandered when I spoke. And when I reached for her hand at the table, she pulled away instinctively. I didn't confront her immediately. I observed. Then one night, her phone was unlocked. I didn't plan to look, but curiosity won. The name Evan popped up. The texts weren't explicit, yet they carried a warmth she no longer showed me. Can't wait to see you again. He doesn't suspect a thing. I read and reread them until the words blurred. I set the phone down as if it might shatter. My chest in race. It sank. The next morning, I acted normally. Made breakfast, kissed her cheek, watched her drive off in the same car she used to visit him. That night, I told her dinner was in the fridge and went to bed early. For 3 days, I said nothing, waiting to see if she would come clean. She didn't. On the 4th day, I asked, "Are you happy, Lauren?" She looked startled, caught mid-thought. "Of course," she said, smiling too quickly. I pressed gently. "You seem distant lately." Her face hardened. "I'm just tired, Ben. Can we not do this tonight?" In that moment, I understood. Our marriage was already over. When lies become easier than the truth, love has vanished. That weekend, she said she was visiting her sister. I nodded, kissed her goodbye, but followed her, not out of anger, but for closure. She didn't go to her sister. She went to a small cafe on the edge of town. I watched in the parking lot as she laughed with him, their hands brushing like they'd always done so. I spent an hour witnessing my marriage dissolve through a windshield. That evening, she returned home, and I waited in the kitchen. "Did your sister enjoy the visit?" I asked. Her face froze. "What do you mean?" she stammered. "Evan," I said softly, "you left your phone unlocked last week. I wanted to see if you'd tell me yourself." She turned pale. "Ben, it's not what you think," she whispered. "It is exactly what I think," I replied. "I'm not here to argue. I'm just done." I packed a single bag and left my key on the counter. She didn't follow, didn't plead. She just stood there, caught in a truth too heavy to deny. That night, I checked into a small motel. Relief, not sorrow, washed over me. A long exhale after years of holding my breath. 2 weeks passed without a word from her. I started to believe she had moved on as easily as she left. Then, one evening, a knock at my door. "Evan." He froze when he saw me. "Ben," he said hesitantly. I let him in. I didn't come to fight. Lauren hasn't been honest with either of us. I crossed my arms. He explained that she had told him we were separated and living together only for the mortgage, and that she had disappeared 2 days prior with another man. I sat silently, processing. "You loved her?" I asked. "I thought I did," he admitted. "We were 2 strangers, united by the same deception. No anger, only hollow pity for him, for me, for the illusion we both believed. After a while, he left. I felt no desire for revenge, only freedom. I moved into a small downtown apartment, furnished simply, and began again. Weeks turned into months. Occasionally, her name popped up on my phone, but I never answered. It wasn't hatred. I simply didn't want to reopen a wound that had finally closed. One afternoon, I saw her near my car. Tired, thinner, the confidence gone. "Ben," she said softly. I paused. "Lauren," I replied. "Can we talk?" she asked. I realized there was nothing left to say. I made a mistake, she admitted. You made several. I responded calmly. He left you, didn't he? She nodded, voice trembling. I thought he was different. He wasn't. He used me. I sighed. You traded stability for excitement. That happens more often than people admit. Tears streamed down her face. Can you forgive me? I thought of the sleepless nights, the empty house, the way she looked at me like a stranger. Forgiveness wasn't what I needed. I don't hate you, I said. But forgiveness isn't about fixing what's broken. It's about walking away from it. She nodded slowly, understanding. I guess I deserve that. You deserve peace, I said. And so do I. She turned and walked away, disappearing into the crowd. That night, I made a simple dinner and watched the city lights flicker on. I realized how easy it is to believe in forever when love feels good, and how quickly forever can vanish when lies enter the room. Losing her didn't break me. It taught me that sometimes walking away isn't giving up. It's growing up, and that's exactly what I did.